The Hudson's Bay Company has been a central force in shaping Canada's history. From its beginnings as a fur trade empire to becoming a retail giant, it influenced everything from the economy to Indigenous European relations. Today, the iconic HBC building at 450 Portage Avenue in Winnipeg, once a hub of commerce, has been repurposed to house the Southern Chiefs Organization, marking a new chapter in reconciliation and Indigenous empowerment. This video will explore how the Hudson's Bay Company helped shape Canada's past, its ongoing legacy, and how its story continues to influence the country today. Hudson's Bay Company, shaping Canada's past, present, and future. The birth of HBC, a trading giant, past. The Hudson's Bay Company was founded in 1670 by a royal charter from King Charles II. The company was granted exclusive trading rights over Rupert's Land, an area that covered nearly one-third of present-day Canada. The company's success was built on its ability to foster partnerships with Indigenous peoples, who traded valuable furs for European goods, such as tools, firearms, and textiles. As historian Peter C. Newman notes, the Hudson's Bay Company was not just a business. It was a government, a military force, and a diplomatic power all rolled into one. This vast network, which relied on Indigenous knowledge and labor, helped HBC establish its dominance in the fur trade. These early relationships not only contributed to HBC's financial success, but also played a major role in shaping the development of Canada's economy and geography. Indigenous peoples were integral to the fur trade, helping establish trading posts and navigating Canada's vast wilderness. The company's trading posts, such as Fort York and Fort Prince of Wales, acted as the foundation for many of Canada's early settlements. Without HBC's network of posts and Indigenous partnerships, the growth of Canadian territory and settlement would have looked very different. Expansion and transformation, past to present. By the mid-1800s, the fur trade began to decline, and HBC had to adapt to the changing times. The company shifted its focus to retail, opening department stores that became a staple in Canadian commerce. The HBC building at 450 Portage Avenue in Winnipeg, completed in 1881, stands as one of the most iconic structures of the company's retail legacy. The building, once bustling with customers buying everything from clothing to household goods, symbolized HBC's power and served as a hub for trade. As the Canadian Encyclopedia notes, the company's shift from fur trade to retail marked one of the most significant transitions in Canadian business history. By expanding into retail, HBC became more than just a business. It became a cultural icon, influencing Canadian shopping habits for generations. Challenges and decline present. Despite its early success, HBC faced significant challenges in the 21st century. The rise of online shopping, along with competition from foreign retailers like Walmart, weakened HBC's retail business. The company struggled to keep up with changing consumer habits and a shifting economy. As business analyst Diane Francis writes, the sale of HBC's flagship building symbolizes the end of an era in Canadian retail history. In 2020, HBC made the decision to sell its iconic Winnipeg building for just $1 to the Manitoba government, marking a significant shift for the company. However, this is not the end of the building's significance. The Winnipeg building was repurposed to house the Southern Chiefs Organization, representing 34 First Nations in southern Manitoba. This transformation highlights the changing role of HBC in Canadian society and the ongoing efforts of Indigenous communities to reclaim power and leadership. Historical thinking concepts, understanding HBC's impact. To understand the full impact of the Hudson's Bay Company, we can look at three key historical thinking concepts. Historical significance. The Hudson's Bay Company played a critical role in shaping Canada's economy, geography, and Indigenous European relations. Its influence was felt from coast to coast, and its role in establishing early Canadian settlements cannot be overstated. Continuity and Change HBC underwent a major shift from fur trading to retail, but its impact on Canadian culture, economy, and society remained strong. Even as the retail business struggled, HBC continued to influence Canada's landscape through its historical buildings and lasting legacy. Cause and consequence. The economic changes and the rise of global retail giants led to HBC's decline as a retail leader. However, the repurposing of its buildings into centers of Indigenous leadership, like the Southern Chiefs Organization in Winnipeg, shows the consequences of HBC's history and its continuing influence in shaping Canada's future.